Mr. Humphrey. Mr. Humphrey is the name given to a protection poppet crafted in the form of a large teddy bear. The poppet was created by a skilled occult practitioner to protect a friend who was afflicted by a dark entity attachment. It is said that the friend was particularly vulnerable to psychic attack due to psychological difficulties that she was suffering at a time. The practitioner identified that a low vibrational entity had attached to the woman, feeding off the already intense negative energy stemming from her emotional state. The attachment deepened her emotional difficulties, providing itself with a self-sustaining source of negative energy. The practitioner began attempting a remote clearance of the entity the following day. The entity was far more powerful than he had anticipated. It fought back hard and he was unsuccessful. The energy drain that he suffered from the brief battle left him physically weakened for several days. Unwilling to leave his friend unprotected, he began more intense preparations. He later carried out a series of intense psychic attacks on the entity, sometimes multiple times per day, chipping away at the entity piece by piece. It continued to fight back, but gradually weakened over time. After months of intensive spiritual warfare, the entity left the woman. But the practitioner sensed that it would not give up such fertile ground so easily. So he spent months creating a powerful protection poppet for his friend. It was formed as a large teddy bear. As well as being created with energized intent, it was flooded with powerful white light, had protective stones such as tourmaline contained within it and residual materials from some of the many protection and strength spells used during the creation of the poppet. The poppet helped ward off the entity for some time. But about 2 years later, the entity returned, reattaching to its victim. It was too tenacious, and this time, the practitioner sensed that the victim had welcomed the darkness in, wrapping it around her like a familiar cloak. With her a self-destructively willing party to her own oppression, the practitioner knew that there was nothing more that he could do to help. So heartbroken, he bade his friend goodbye and focused on those that he could help.